Hello, welcome to Yorkshireman Models. Today we've got the VORTEX automatic paint shaker. It says it's made for every bottle. It's from Gaahleri. You can see there the bottle, it's the machine itself. That is not blurry, camera blurry, that is it's showing you a blurry picture. It's meant to be shaking it. We'll go to the side and you can see the machine there. The other side of the box has just got Gaahleri on it. And the other side here says VORTEX Paint Shaker, 3500 RPM, high speed vortex mixing, low noise, brushless motor, universal bottle compatibility, intuitive controls. So, before we get too far into it, the legal bit as they say, they sent me this. I've not been paid to do this video. They've just asked me will I do a video for it. I said yeah, I'll have a go. And here we go. It'll be my own opinion. It'll be whatever. Like I say, I'm not being paid. Bottom of the box showing you a bit more detail. It's explaining there. Tells you it's got a dynamic flowing light effects, a 3-minute timer, and it does 10mm to 60ml bottles. So let's open her up and see what we've got. Now, a lot of people say, do you really need a paint shaker mixer? If I tell you what, if you're doing a lot of spraying, they really do come in handy. And I've got a mixer and it's crap and I don't use it, and the reason I don't use it much is because it makes my hands hurt. Now I'm getting on in my early 50s, yeah. So when I start shaking bottles of paint, as you can imagine, like that, shake, after a little bit your hands start hurting. The other mixer I've got is one where you physically hold the bottle on. So you're like this holding a bottle, and the vibrations that come up and into my hand, tremendous, and that's why I don't hardly use it. We'll get back to this anyway. I'm waffling again. Right, instructions. They look to be in black and white. Yes, they're all in black and white, different languages, and it looks like we've got just a few pages at the front just for us. There. And they'll all look to be different languages. So, take the sponge out. Ooh, get away. Just a fly. Get the machine out itself. It's not that big actually, I thought it'd be bigger. And there must be the cables and anything in the bottom. I will have a look just to be sure, but I'm very much doubting it. Nothing in the bottom. We'll put that to the side with the lid. We'll get this out first, and nicely sealed, one of them easy rip bags, so that helps. Get her out. Oh, and I'm presuming that's how it holds in. I've pulled that and it's come up like that. It's a bit tight around there. Just rip the bag off. There you go, that's better. So there you go, one VORTEX paint shaker. You can see it with size of my hand. So it's not gigantic, it's about the same size as the other one I've got. This one at least holds them. We've got a control switch, I can feel it little like levers as it, or whatever codes it's turning to. You can feel it so you can be more precise. Charger looks like your normal USB. Goes up, comes down. Obviously the weight of that, there's a good bit of weight there, so the weight of that is going to sit down and hold your paint. It's got suction cups, you can hear them on the bottom there, and it just a little bit of made in China. We'll get, this is, I am presuming, the charger. Now it's looking like your normal, I'm hoping it's an English thingy. It looks like it, which is nice. It is. Obviously, if you're watching this from another country, your plug sockets are likely to be different than this, and you should, if you order right, you should get the ones you want. So, one charger, one cable. Now, I'm just going to look at how long this cable is. This is a problem. You're getting these and you're plugging them in, you're leaving them on when you're using them. It's not like you're charging it up, right? And the cable length is about 1 metre. Now, when you've got a table, just at floor's nearly a metre front table. So it's not really long enough. I tend to buy replacement cables and I get the 2 metre ones. Then I can easily get it to plug sockets without worrying over them. But that's by the by. That's just what that is. So, you can see underside it's got like a rubbery grip. Obviously, so when it comes down onto the bottles it grips. And this bit here, again, rubbery, and it's got different edges. I would presume so you can hold different size bottles up to quite a biggish bottle there. And I will look, so you get, that's model. In fact, I'll tell you what, I have got some, and we'll mix these up, proper Gaahleri paints. They're all the same, these little bottles, and as you can see, look, the bottom, it's not mixed exceedingly well. Now you check that for a couple of minutes and it's usually spot on, it's pretty damn good. But you can see here, so you're putting your bottle in there, you're dropping that on there, there's your bottle painting, and you put it on there. So what I'll do, I'll get the cable set up, we'll get it plugged in, we'll give it a bash and we'll see how well she does it shaking the paint. I won't make you wait for 3 minutes, no, when I start. I'll cut and edit that. See you in a minute. Right, she's plugged in as you can see, all ready to go. This is the cable that come with it. Luckily I've got a socket nearby and it's just long enough the cable for it. So, first off, we'll do a little instructions just to make sure we kind of know what we're doing. So the first page, just telling you, not for people children under 13, blah blah blah, temperatures, all the usual that you get when you're using something like that. Instructions for use. Power it up. The main light breathes. Right. Simply click the knob to switch between the speed levels. Fair enough. I've seen the main light is on, so yeah. Lift the top lid and place the paint bottle vertically. Well, we've done that. Work status, short press on the knob to cycle through the rotations. Rotate clockwise to set the time, maximum of 3 minutes, so I'm presuming that's the time. And we've got gear selection, low is green, medium's ice blue, high is orange. Why not just blue? Just blue. But power on. Press and hold the knob for 2 seconds to enter into standby. Power off. Press and hold knob for 2 seconds until all LEDs turn off, and it goes to automatic sleep for after 15 minutes, which is quite nice. At least you're not using power for fun of it. So, first off, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can a bit there, that's not too bad, but that light's just sat there breathing. Just come out with some, but hey. So, first off, red, and we'll try that with power. And you can see there, it's shaking it around. It's getting a good old jiggle there, isn't she? But put it down. Not that bad. Definitely quieter than the other one I've got. Well, that's green, which is, we've got, and I think green's the low one. So we've got green, ice blue and orange. And that's your ice blue. So ice blue is medium, green is low, orange is high. So orange what first one, what I want. You can see on the light, you can see here, I'll just see it, yeah. If I turn it, you can see there it's gone right up. Turn it back down till it runs out, stops. So, pretty simple, really simple instructions. What I'll do, I'll set it on high and I'll run it for the 3 minutes as it says, and then I'll get back to you and I'll show you how she's done, what she's like in the bottle, and I'll pop a little bit of paint out in a tray just to see how well mixed it is. So I'll catch you in a few minutes. I'm not making you watch this, I'm not that evil. So there she goes, we want high, there you go. There we go, she's done. Oh, I've accidentally touched it. Press it and hold it. That's it, she turned off. Just don't touch that. It's just a little turn, you'll set her off. So, take the bottle out. That was on the fastest speed, and I'll compare it to probably a little bit less than what your airbrush, your compressors are. So it depends on your compressor as well. You can get some really gnarly ones, some quiet ones, but she's not bad. That's not that bad. So as you can see now, all through the bottle, we are seeing a uniform colour, which is nice. I'll put that there. I'll get one of my little trays on here, and we'll just see how well this is mixed. You can see there, nice consistency. I'm just going to get a brush, so, oops, nearly put that on cross-threaded. I've done that before, what a mistake. Right, just get a cheapo umbral brush there, and we'll just spread it out. Make sure, as you can see, we have got no bits. That is nice, even, thinned out paint. Lovely. And as for an airbrush paint, that's exactly how you're wanting your paint to be. You don't want no bits in it. Bits get stuck towards the needle end and make it so it starts clogging up. Before you know it, you've got a jammed airbrush. But you can see there, look at that. All nice, thin, nothing. It's absolutely lovely, that. Absolutely fantastic. In all essence, these kind of tools, to just make it easier for us. They're just, especially as you're getting older like me, for mixing. I mean, bottles of these can be a nightmare, because one of the problems when they're chucking a ball bearing in these do come with a ball bearing. You can hear that rattling round when it's mixing. It's probably the noisiest part about it. But when you get these, I've had these and put a ball bearing in them. Well, I put a ball bearing, they're just little round ones like, they're not massive great things, just a small, and I cracked a bottle, shaking it. Nah, my own fault, they don't come with it in, they obviously don't recommend you should have one in, so I'll put my own in. I say this one, it was Tamiya's, your Tamiya ones, same stuff. And, you know, it's worst thing they can't, the paint went everywhere. But this, it stops that hard physical shaking. And if you've got arthritis setting in, as most, let's be honest, most people when you gain into 40s upwards, you're starting to cut for it. It helps take that strain away from your fingers and your wrists. So yeah, as a tool, I think it's fantastic. Would I buy one? Yeah, definitely. I'd definitely buy one of these every day. My only problem is, at this minute when I'm making this video, I don't know how much they cost. But in all honesty, for how much it had helped my hands, I'd be buying one if as long as it weren't silly couple of £100 and silly stuff like that. But yeah, I'd be buying one, and I'd be buying it purely because I know full well this will save my hands from hurting, from shaking, especially when you're doing figure painting and you're shaking and shaking and shaking so many. See there? Normal bottle in it, just to show you that they fit well. I've got to tell you what I have got somewhere, and I might have one here. Have I? No, I am, but I'll tell you what I have got here. I've got somewhere, you know, your original great massive bottles of Tamiya. I don't know where that's gone, but I did have one. I've just got to shift this now because I've pulled it out, the paint tray, and it don't want to go back in. But I've got a Revel. So certainly no round bottle. Will it go in? I didn't even think of this. It's only because I pulled them out there. Will it sit in it? Yes, it sits in it. Will it go down on it? Yeah. So there you go. I'm going to just start. Just give me a minute, just a sec. Hold on. Got to hold it in to turn it on yet. And I'll just turn it up a little bit. Yeah. There you go. I'll even do these. It's jiggling it around though. It jiggled the other one round like that, but yeah. There you go. Just shows you, doesn't it? So I get back. Oh, I'm off track again. I get back. Yeah, buy one. Definitely I would. I'm going to put a link up. It's for the Gaahleri page. Hopefully they'll be up now. This video is going to be released on Gaahleri Day, which is the 15th of August. So hopefully when you see this video, click on my link to Gaaheri's website. If you do buy something from it, I get a little bit, and I mean it is only a little bit of a commission from it. And them little tiny bits like that help me buy my kits. brushes, stuff like that. Just little stuff helps the channel out, it really does. And I'll be grateful if you do. I'll also be grateful if you can get channel a good old thumbs up. I'm really glad of that. And more than any, if you can subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, thank you very much if you do. You've done me a massive favour and I'm well chuffed for it. On that though, I'm glad to see you've got to end and you've seen how well it is. And I hope to see you around for the next video, and I'll catch you later.